Hey everybody, long time no see. This is your revered mojihost Nandi with a new episode of Messy Ministries. Just a brief pause. It feels so good to be back in front of this camera. I have missed y'all. Even though my vacation was good. You know, you gotta feed the soul, and that's what I did. I went away and I fed the soul, and now I'm back to share the goodness that is me. So let's get started, okay? This episode is titled, Are We Over? The writer writes, My man says we're not compatible, but I don't believe him. I know we can get through whatever if we both try harder to communicate better and have more patience with each other. I simply cannot accept that we can't work through this. What can I do to get him to understand this? And I'm going to repeat her question. What can I do to get him to understand this? Baby, the truth of the matter is, it's not him who needs to understand something. He seems pretty clear. He's already stated that you guys are not compatible. Now, I don't know if this is something that he says, and then y'all go back to doing what y'all have been doing, relating in the ways that you have related. But if this is his first time saying this, and y'all have been going along for a little while or whatever, and you thought that maybe y'all had something really, committed, that y'all were really committed to each other. I can't even find my words today. What the hell going on? Go on vacation and just lose everything, right? Vocabulary and all. But back to what we were talking about. That damn train Z keep coming up. If this is not something that he uses as a grounds for stopping you from asking questions, or he uses it as manipulation. If this is not something he has been using as a manipulation device, because there are people who will tell you that, well, we're not compatible. I used to be told by one that I was in a relationship with, we weren't equally yoked. But you know what? He was right. He didn't mean it in that way. He wanted to use it to manipulate me into doing what he wanted me to do. But it actually had the opposite effect, because it helped me to see that we weren't equally yoked. So I unyoked myself. You feel me? So back to your situation. What can I do to get him to understand this? There is absolutely nothing you need to do to get him to understand anything, okay? If it don't fit, don't force it. It was an old song that used those lyrics. It was, if it don't fit, don't force it. Just relax and let it go. Just because that's how you want it doesn't mean it will be so. Look up them lyrics and listen to that song, okay? Listen to those particular lyrics. I don't care what else play. Those particular ones, because those are the ones that are relevant to your situation. Don't try to fit things. Don't try to force things that don't fit. Okay, so the only understanding that needs to happen here, the only person who wants to understand something here is you, baby. It's over. And that might hurt to hear, but he has basically told you that you have come to the end of the road. And I'm not going to go through the Boys to Men lyrics on that one, all right? I'm going to just leave that alone. But that's where you guys are. The only person, again, that needs to be understanding or accepting is you, all right? And do this for yourself, okay? Don't put yourself in a position where somebody decides to then start taking advantage of you because you don't value yourself, all right? So we don't want you to do that. We don't want you to keep trying to make something work that doesn't, all right? You are a square and he is a circle, okay? Or you can be the circle if you want and he the square, but the point is y'all don't go together, all right? So get yourself together, regroup, all right? I know it's going to take a little something, especially if you were emotionally invested in this person, but you will survive this. That's how you look at life. Everything that has ever happened to you, you survived it. Okay? So you're going to survive this. Even if it feels like the worst thing in the world. I've heard people say, I cannot live without this person in my life. You have before. And you know what? If you keep living, you will do it again and again and again. Hopefully you don't have to be running through men like that, but you get my gist, right? People are going to come and people are going to go. That doesn't mean you don't love and appreciate the time that you have with certain people. But others, you got to realize it's a seasonal thing. We are all seasonal if you look at it on the grand scale. One day, none of us will be here. I will be a memory, even though, this face ain't like real, but you know what I mean. So get yourself together. Prepare yourself to continue on your journey without him. Just look at it like y'all got to his street and it was time for him to turn off so he could go home. And you're going to keep on driving until you get to your street and you get off. All right? Use whatever mechanisms you need that are healthy to get past this and move on with your life, except that at least he was honest about it. Like I say, if he hasn't been using this as a manipulative tool throughout the relationship, and this is his first time telling you this, take it for what it's worth and move on. That's all I got for you. Listeners, I want to hear what you got to say. Let's continue the conversation in the comments. If you've been through something like this, share with us what it is you did, how you got past it, some coping mechanisms that you use. We would love to hear it, and I'm sure the person who wrote in, who obviously has to be a viewer, would be interested to hear what you have to say. For anyone else, if you want to submit your little questions to your revered mojihost Nandi, if you're watching this on YouTube, after you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll know anytime a new episode airs, I want you to go down into the description, get my email address, and drop me an email with your question. Yours might be the next one I answer. If you're watching this on Facebook, hit me up in my PMs. If you're watching this on Instagram, hit the DMs. That's all I got for all of y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Whew, boy, I was about to go straight. It's not even Louisiana. It's that vacation, man. That vacation did it. It hit all the right places. Your girl rested now. Oh, man, let me end this. Thank y'all for watching. This is your revered mojihost Nandi with the Messy Ministries. I'll be back.